Yeah, so that has been the classic example of Mona Lisa going around, that there's just one Mona Lisa picture. You can have picture of the picture. You can take picture inside Louvre Museum in Paris and have Mona Lisa on your phone, on your PC, anywhere on cloud, but you will not have the ownership over the art piece. The art piece in physical form stays inside Louvre Museum. Just like that, the digital art piece, which potentially can be anywhere, could be downloaded by anyone. NFTs could be downloadable. You can have the copy in exact same resolution like the owner of that particular art piece, but the ownership cannot be changed. So for example, I can take picture of this microphone and sell it as an NFT. I assign the NFT to it and have the token and sell it to you. Again, other friends of yours can have the picture, the same picture, they can have it, but the ownership of this particular picture of this microphone will be with you. That means you are the owner and you can sell potential ownership to somebody else. And that transaction is why you would do it, because you'll make money on it. Like for example, I sell this picture of the microphone to you for 10 rupees, irrespective of the copy. Now you're owner of the picture. It doesn't mean you need to have the picture. You're the only one with the picture. Of course, the whole world can have the same picture, but you are the owner of the picture. The whole world is not the owner of the picture. You sell that thing for 20 rupees. That means you made 10 rupees or $10 on top of it. And that's how you are adding value to that particular thing, making money by this kind of transaction. If I blow up and I become a very famous artist, then that picture's value, which was 10 rupees to begin with, or $10, let's say to begin with, might turn into 1,000. So the owner, the consecutive owners who are there, who waited for this thing to blow up, now will have extreme gain in profit while they sell it to the next person. So that's how the ownership works, and that's very interesting because in traditional way, if I have a picture like a Mona Lisa, let's say basic Mona Lisa, I can sell it to somebody. If I am the owner, I can sell it to somebody, and then he can sell it to somebody, and then he can sell it to somebody, so on and so forth. But the main artist who created it, again Leonardo da Vinci, is not here, but the main artist is not benefiting anything from these consecutive things which are happening on top of these resales. In this case with NFT, we can have some sort of percentage assigned to the main artist who sold it in the first place, who created it in the first place. For example, 5% money goes to the artist, and in every transaction, that means the moment anybody is reselling the art piece, the 5% money of that transaction will be gone or given to the person who created it. That means till the end of that art piece, the person who created it will always make money. And that's a really amazing thing for artists. And that opens a lot of different things. Again, the fans will start collecting things and they can wait for value to increase, and then they can resell it and everything. But at the end of the day, the artist will benefit. That's a core good thing about this particular thing.